Creating a new sales order. From the home screen, to create a new sales order, you need to do as follows. Firstly, highlight the Transaction tab at the top by holding your mouse over it at the top of the screen. You will see the Sales heading. Go down and highlight this with your mouse. Once that is done, the tab will expand to the right and you'll see the options for the sales screen. Then go to Enter Sales Orders. Once you've done that, click here and this will go to entering a new sales order. You'll see now on the screen there is many fields with an asterisk next to these. These are mandatory fields. So firstly, you'll type in the customer. For example, I'll use American Grill and Half. For this order, I'll put pending fulfillment so the stock is allocated to them in the system. Next, you will need to use a purchase order. This is mandatory and will most likely come from the customer. Next, you will then select the item down below underneath the Item tab. For this, I'll use the Scope 700 as an example. I'll select the Scope 700 and click Add. Once you have done this, you'll click the Tax button to see if the item is taxable or not. With the Scope 700, you'll see it comes without burner. This means you'll have to add a second line, which is the burner kit for this item. I will now do this as follows. Click on the item, scroll down to Burner XL 700. I'll then click the Tax button as before and click Add. You'll now see at the top of the screen in the total box that the two items have now been added to this, and this will give you a quick glance at a running total for orders as you go. The next thing to check is the billing. You click on Billing tab and this will check the customer's payment terms and the billing address. After you've checked these and made sure they are correct, click on the Shipping tab. In the Shipping tab, you will see two more mandatory items. One is ship date, and the next is shipping method. For shipping method, this is the transport company you will use to ship the items. For this, I will choose FedEx Express. You can also manually enter the shipping cost, or this can be auto-calculated. The next asterisk in this screen is estimated arrival date. This will be the date that the goods will arrive to the customer. For this, I'll pick the 8th. The last tab you need to check before saving a new sales order is Accounting. With this tab, you'll click Taxable, and if a relevant tax rate is needed, you'll select it in this tab. Once you have done this, you will then go Save and Print. You will now see from here that a new sales order has been created.